Welcome to the Beachwood Business Compass podcast, where our mission is simple: to connect local businesses with the tools, insights, and opportunities they need to thrive. By sharing success stories, offering expert advice, and spotlighting community resources, we aim to empower Beachwood businesses to achieve growth, overcome challenges, and unlock new possibilities. Today, I'm joined by David Lapierre, Executive Director of the Beachwood Area Chamber of Commerce. David, we've spoken many times about how the Chamber really serves as a connector and conveyor for businesses. It brings together businesses in a way that they can build trust with the community, fosters collaboration, and creates a unified voice for business, I think, here within Beachwood. And in today's environment, relationships are really something I think that's key. Businesses are looking for ways that they can connect with their customers and with potential prospects in a way that they can build that trust. And I think at its core, the Chamber is really about bringing those people, information, and opportunities together. So thank you for joining me, and I'm excited to talk a little bit more about the Chamber.
Well, good morning, Cassie, and thank you for inviting me here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've served now maybe for about a year as the membership committee chair for the Beachwood Chamber of Commerce, and it's been a pleasure serving in that role. It's been unique to be able to identify with a number of the companies throughout the community and engage with some of your chamber members on that committee to really just welcome businesses that are coming new to the city and finding opportunities to connect businesses that are here today with other business owners or with resources within the community. And we've had great success. We've done quite a few visits to local business owners here on a monthly basis. How do you see the engagement for businesses with the Chamber and the members of the committee being? Has it been fruitful?
Yeah, thank you for the good question. One of the things that we try to strive with the Chamber is to make sure that we're connecting business people, right? And I think if we look, going back into 2025, if we looked at what we did as a group, as a Chamber, but also with your leadership in the membership committee, we were able to bring in a total of 71 new Chamber members last year alone, which is quite significant. And I think in 2024, I think we brought in about 58 new members. So, that's a lot of new members coming in and new business people coming in. So we're excited about that. I do think that word's getting out in the greater Beachwood area that the Chamber is active. Mm-hmm. And I think we get calls all the time about what's happening, what are some of the events, how can I get involved? So we're really happy about the direction that the Chamber is moving. And again, your membership committee is a big part of that. So thank you very much for doing that. And we're excited to see what happens in 2026. I think Beachwood continues to bring in new businesses. Mm-hmm. And you can probably speak to that better than I can. But when we do get notified of new businesses coming in, starting in Beachwood, we certainly are out there trying to knock on their door, make sure that they're aware of the Chamber, they're aware of what we do. And we also want to make sure that the members become engaged. I think that's the big thing that we always strive for, is don't just join the Chamber, but become engaged with the Chamber so we can, get that collaboration among businesses going.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of ways to get that engagement with the Chamber. So I know I attend on a regular basis the women's networking events. Yep. Those are the second Thursday of every month. And it's a nice coffee hour where you can connect with 30 to 50 women business owners. There's also the luncheons that you do on a regular basis. And then you have some larger events that you do. Can you talk a little bit about some of those other programs that are transpiring right now?
Yeah, and thank you. As you know, Cassie, the Women's Coffee Hour is the second Thursday of every month, so we're happy about that. And I wanted to also mention that we also have a guest speaker at those coffee hours, which is very nice. And we try to get one of our Chamber members actually to be the guest speaker and talk about their business. So we like to promote from within, if you will. So trying to get some of the local Chamber people to get up and talk about what their business is, how they can help the community, how they can help other business owners. We think that's important. We do have lunches, and I think this year we're scheduled for maybe 3 lunches. Mm-hmm. The next one's coming up May the 20th. which Matt Dolan, CEO of Team Neo, will be our guest speaker. So we're excited to have Matt come in and talk about what's happening with Team Neo in Northeast Ohio. And again, we usually get anywhere from 40 to 50 members at those chamber lunches. So it's a great time to come in, meet other chamber members, network with them. And one of the key things that we also do is we always give the membership a chance to get up and tell us who they are. So anybody that comes to a coffee hour, anybody that comes to one of our lunches, we take a couple of minutes and we let them introduce themselves, tell us who you are, what your business is, and what do you do, and just so we go around the room and do that. So that's kind of important. Yeah. The other thing that we do is the third Wednesday of every month, we have an additional networking event. That could be a coffee hour. That could be a luncheon. It could be a what we call networking after 5 event, where again, as a for instance, tomorrow is the third Wednesday of the month for March, and we're actually doing yoga at Lifetime Fitness. So the members will come in about 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and we're going to have a yoga class. Beginning yoga, if you will, just for our group. So we're excited about that. And again, it's a chance for people to come in, have a good time, get to know some other people, network a little bit, have a refreshment, and then go home. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah. And I see a lot of opportunities to be able to engage, not only in that way with those events and activities that they're coming out to, but really if they want to build strong relationships, the committees that the Chamber of Commerce has are incredible opportunity to be able to do that and interconnect with other business owners. And then even there's opportunities to be a board member in the future as well. Yeah,
good. And we do have 12 members on our board, and from time to time, people will step down or step away. The board terms are about 3 years, if you will. But, things happen. So for instance, we recently had one of our board members step back, not away from the chamber, but just away from the board because her business is growing so much that she just doesn't have the time to dedicate to the board work that we do. But she is still a member. She's been a very active member. So we look forward to that. But yes, opportunities come up to join our board of directors, and we're going to elect a new person to the board just this week, as a matter of fact. Nice. And typically, this particular new person that we're electing is a business owner, CEO, has been in the Beachwood community for several years, and just is looking forward to engaging more with the chamber. So we're excited to have people like that.
Absolutely.
And with regard to your comment about the committees, absolutely. There's always committee work to be done. So we have a budget and finance committee that kind of keep watch over the finances for the chamber. We have the membership committee, which we mentioned earlier, is that you're the head of. Always looking for members.
We go out, we visit with businesses. We're interacting on a regular and consistent basis.
Always looking for members for the membership committee. We also have a planning and budget committee. So the planning committee really kind of looks at the whole year and tries to plan our events for the whole year. So there's plenty to do. And again, if
and that planning and budget committee, they kind of get into the weeds of the events too.
They absolutely do.
For people that are event focused that like doing that kind of thing, they have an opportunity to really do some unique events through the Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, and
it's a great, like you mentioned earlier, it's a great time to engage with other chamber members and really get to know them on a personal level, because we do have different separate meetings. But I do also want to mention too that the time commitment for some of this is not as great as people think it is. I think one of the biggest detractors that I hear about is, how much time is it going to take? Well, even our board of directors, we only have a meeting for the board of directors every other month. And it's typically for about an hour every other month. But we do encourage the board members to also be part of the committee. So, but even the committee work, because we do have quite a few people on the committees, it's not like it's taking up a lot of your time. Yeah. So we try to kind of spread the work around a little bit. So again, anybody listening wants to join one of our committees, we'd love to have you join, and we certainly could find a spot for you.
That's great. And one of the things that I think is always a question out there is a little bit about what is the cost associated with the chamber. Can you give kind of a ballpark of where the range is for joining the Chamber of Commerce? Because from my perspective, I see it as a dynamic opportunity to network with local businesses that are here within our community and some that are coming from outside the area. You make some incredible connections, and it's all for less than what you would pay for a typical ad within a publication.
Yeah. So the cost to join our chamber, like you said, is pretty inexpensive. So it depends on how many people you have working for you in your company.
Okay.
So the categories range from 1 person to 10 people. It's $200 a year, so once a year annually. Mm-hmm. And then from 11 to 50 people, I think it's $250. Mm-hmm. 50 to maybe 300 people, it's $350, and then above that is $500. So the top category is $500.
Yeah.
But anybody if you have a company that has from 1 to 10 people, it's only $200 a year.
I mean, with that price range, when you talk about really marketing yourself as a business within the community, that is a very nominal fee to really be involved, gain that trust and relationship, and continue to build your notoriety within the community here and make new connections, because there's new people coming into the chamber every time. I'm amazed every time I go to the women's networking event, every time I go to the luncheon, I am always meeting several, not just 1 or 2, several new business owners, which, it speaks highly of all the new businesses that you've had engaged throughout the year. And I think as that membership continues to grow, you're going to find more and more opportunities to connect with new businesses here within the chamber.
Yeah, one of the things that we've been told over the last couple of years here is that we seem to be a very welcoming chamber. Mm-hmm. So we welcome people to come in. We look at new members and we're interested in meeting with them. We have what's called a new member orientation meeting, probably once a quarter or once every other quarter. Just to invite the new members to come in, sit with some of the board members and myself, and we'll go through and tell them what we can do for them with regard to the chamber, but also, hey, what do you need from us? How can we help you as a business? Do you need help with sales? Do you need help with marketing? Do you want to meet different accountants? Do you need some lawyers? So we can kind of help with those business aspects of what they're trying to get to. And again, the more we get to know them on a personal level, the better we can help them.
Absolutely. And then you have the opportunities that are there as well for lower cost items, such as your health insurance program and some other member benefits that are there to support the business structure itself.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that, because we do have a cost savings benefits program. And actually, we work through an organization called NOAC, which is Northern Ohio Area Chambers of Commerce. And through NOAC, which is a group engagement, we can offer small business people group health insurance through Anthem. Mm-hmm. We can get them certificates of origin. Mm-hmm. If they need such things, payment processing solutions through a company called Aquileo. We have access to video marketing. We have access to travel medical insurance. We have a program called Chamber Energy Solutions, which will take a company's electric bill or gas bill and analyze it and try and come up with a solution to bring their costs down for energy, which is in today's world, as you know, is really, really important.
It is.
We have a payroll processing company called ECCA Payroll. We have access to FedEx discounts. We have MCO managed care organizations. We have freight savings and also savings on prescription drugs. So there's quite a list here. Yeah. And anytime I get a new member or the chamber gets a new member, I always send them the PDF document of all the different savings that are available and encourage them to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. And I think another element is the Ask the Expert kind of component that you've introduced recently into the chamber, where you have the potential to pull from chamber members that can be speakers at different events or activities. And I know that Ask the Expert allows you to kind of provide some member benefit back to members that are here today. More businesses can just learn a little bit more in depth into particular areas of interest. Yeah,
Ask the Expert is an interesting program because it actually gives chamber members access to a CPA accounting firm and a law firm that they can schedule an appointment with and get basically 15 or 20 minutes on the phone with a CPA or with an attorney and ask different questions about what's going on. It's kind of general. They kind of keep it general questions, but again, it gives them an initial step into some of our chamber members, particularly the CPA and the attorney. So it's an interesting program.
Yeah. So anything else that you'd like to share about membership or ways that business owners can take that first step to joining the chamber?
Again, you can join the chamber a couple of different ways. You can call me and give me a call, and we can set you up as a chamber member. You can visit our website at www.beachwood.org, and you can see all the different activities that we have on our event calendar, and you can also join the chamber right on the website. It's a 5-minute point and click. You use a credit card, so that's pretty easy. The one thing I want to say is that I want to encourage any of our chamber members listening or people that do want to join the chamber is you have to be engaged. So the key to joining the chamber is not just to come into the chamber and join the chamber. We love that. That's great. But the successful companies that use the chamber are the ones that engage with other chamber members. And again, we talked about coming to some of the events, joining some of the committees. So lots of different ways you can engage with our chamber. But the key to being successful with the chamber is engagement.
Absolutely. And I think if you're on the fence as a business owner, don't think of the chamber membership as an expense. Really think of it as an investment in that relationship, because over time, it's those relationships that become, I think, one of your most valuable business assets. So thank you, David, for joining me today. And I would encourage anyone interested in exploring events and membership with the Chamber of Commerce, again, to visit their website at www.beachwood.org, or you can call directly to the Chamber of Commerce, which can also be found on that website. Or do you want to provide your number?
The number for the chamber is 216-831-0003, or you can reach me directly at director@beachwood.org.
Wonderful. Thank you again for joining.
Thank you for having me.